Broadcasting live from the Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyer Studios. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Ooh, welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. I can handle a light drizzle as long as everyone drives carefully, stays safe, and keeps the roads clean. Steve Rummage in the building, Elijah in the booth.
We're here. We're here, and we're doing our thing, and we are. The weather is awful, just the worst.
Is it awful?
Just the absolute worst.
Is the driving bad though?
I mean,
because like I said, my rain X on my windshields, it makes it the drive a lot more, a lot better.
mean, it's not bad. It's not bad.
You just had your fill of it.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's just you kind of this weekend, your mind is always kind of, okay, this is pool weekend. This is get out, and go somewhere, weekend. And then it's like, no, it's just nasty. It's just gross.
How fast did James scramble out of there?
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, no, James is gone. James like, let me hit this and then I'm out of here. Yeah.
So we got Elijah on the board. What's going on?
We do. We have Elijah with us today. Not my son Elijah. We have our producer Elijah in the building right now.
Well, allow him to reintroduce himself.
What's up, guys? Didn't think you'd see me on the air this time soon.
How about that, man?
Very happy to be back and producing the board this time. Not sitting down.
How about that, man? You are he's moved up from intern Elijah to just producing.
We're moving on up in the world, certainly.
How about that?
Okay, Elijah, right? give everybody a reintroduction. Give them a curious quirk or fact about yourself.
Oh, here we go.
All right, my name is Elisha Lane. I also go by Eli or EJ Lane.
You have to project. You have to project so we can all hear you.
I like it.
So, an interesting fact about me is that I technically have been doing this for around 4 years.
Okay.
So I was able to do this all throughout high school, and I was able to have my own show strictly about video games that I got to talk about.
Maybe you are my son. I don't know. Maybe he is. How about that, man?
So,
what kind of games?
So just a good resume. He's just dropping that. How about that, Steve? You're just going straight for the kill shot. This is my resume. I am not new to this.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm doing my thing. Are you a Fortnite guy? Like, what is it?
Not as much Fortnite anymore.
Okay.
Going for more Apex. Going for more Modern Warfare and more Call of Duty related games. Okay. A little bit of Halo here and there.
What caused you to hit the wall with Fortnite?
What caused me to hit the wall?
Yes.
It got a little bit too commercialized for me, and they changed it beyond the point to where it was original. That was it for me.
Okay.
When you say commercialized, were they sneaking in advertisements, subliminal messages, or blatant just pay for additions to play Fortnite?
Pay for additions to play Fortnite.
See, they say Fortnite's free. I've probably spent $4,000 on Fortnite.
It's free with quotation marks.
Yeah. I'm like, every time they're like, oh man, a new show's out. He's like, oh man, I gotta get this skin. I gotta get this new weapon.
I gotta get this badass new skin.
Yeah. So I'm with you on that. That does seem like, he's like, oh, it's a new season. I'm like, a new season? Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean?
It's a video game.
Yeah, new season.
And it's new stuff per season, which means price changes naturally per season.
Right. Absolutely. Okay.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? How about that?
It is. That game I've been playing, the fake Uno game that's known as Ono. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm probably on like 25 days straight where I play at least, 5 games, right?
Yeah.
5 games a night. So what sucks, Steve, is on the first day, you get 10 coins. On the second day, you get 20 coins. On the third day, you get 50 coins. something like that. And whatever it is, on day 5, you get 100 coins, right? I don't remember it being 75, but anyway, it's probably how it is. Okay, 5th day, you get 100 coins. But then they go back to 10 coins.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, I want to be rewarded for like days in a row and multiple days in a row. And it's like, and Steve, all you can do is buy like borders and avatars with your coins.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for something else to happen next.
Yeah. Yeah. No, listen, I totally get it. By the way, first text says, yo, Elijah, I'm plat 1 on COD. Let's run it.
Oh, let's run it.
I don't know what that. I'll be honest with you.
Which one? Which one?
Yeah, come on, Texter. Don't be vague, and then he can't find you.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want the smoke, look, Elijah's not ducking the smoke.
I'm not ducking any video game smoke. You can come and find me on this show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
Tag.
Come on now.
Listen.
Texter.
Okay. Listen. If you are our COD representative, don't be out here taking no losses, because they will clip it up and they will send it to us. And you know what they'll say? Busted Maben and Rummage's boy last night.
Yeah. It's not going to be busted Elijah. They're going to be like, hey, man, so maybe the Rummage had this guy.
93.9 sucks.
Yeah.
You're wasted on COD.
I just, so I want to make sure you're not out there just getting punished. Yeah. So
it doesn't have to be just that one game. I can run it with him in multiple games.
Okay.
And we can run it in multiple games?
I know, but I can't be you. But you also can't be the guy that's out there and gets busted in Call of Duty, and then you're like, well, I mean, technically we could play another game. I'm like, well, hang on.
It's really like Call of Duty is my second. That's like getting busted in Madden. It's like, oh, this is my backup team anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if we was playing college football, I'd smoke you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, really, because you was talking like Kevin. He says BO7 ranked play. I don't know.
Black Ops 7.
Okay, got you. Speaking of that, we did opt out of Myrtle Beach this weekend. Not gonna do Myrtle Beach this weekend. I wouldn't even have cared if it had been. Yeah. I'm like, not going down there. No. But if it had been White Bike Week, I would not have cared. It had nothing to do with that.
Did you feel like you had to make that known, Steve?
Yeah, I feel like you got to give that disclaimer. You're like, oh yeah, well, so it was Black Bike Week, so you didn't want to go down there. I'm like, no, it could have been any. Like, I do hate when people use purple. People always use purple when talking about race. They're like, I don't care if they're purple. Well, there's no purple people. Okay, so that's obviously not an option. All right. Yeah, like, oh, wow, you're so unracist because you said purple. Thank you so much for clarifying that.
Chud Rummage.
Yeah, I'm right. Like, yeah. I'm a grow mustache right now.
Right.
Just take off around the city.
Just starting crap.
That's why I couldn't go to Myrtle Beach. No, but 300,000 people on motorcycles in any form, absolutely not. So, we are looking at other destinations, though. We are looking at other destinations.
You don't want to go downtown for Thunder. Most people don't want to even do that.
You're right. Yeah, like I don't want to go in the middle of Norton Commons when they're having big time events. Okay. It's nothing. But we are looking. The flights are just so bad this weekend, man. Everywhere. Which is, I mean, to be expected. I mean, I'm not knocking that. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend. They're trying to book a flight on Friday.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Saturday.
You don't last minute on holiday weekends.
Yeah. This is a me problem, not the
it's
airport
either emergencies problem. Only weekends.
Yes.
On any long weekends or spring break times.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I'm like, no, this is a you problem.
But I will say this, Steve. I will say this. One of the best things to do, in my opinion, is to take what you considered spending on the flight, and now take half of that. You say what?
Oh God, you're not gonna. Okay, I'll let you finish before I bash you.
Take half of what you were going to spend, and just do staycation with it.
Okay. I thought she was going to be like, and put it back in savings and just say, Okay, thanks.
Why would I recommend something like that?
Yeah.
No, you were getting ready to go on vacation. And like I said, in your mind, you had already, spent a certain amount of money. Just take half of it and just really like staycation, really, really comfortable. And then just say, okay, this is a good little reset.
We did talk about that too. We did kind of say, well, maybe we'll just go somewhere close. But the problem is, it's like the weather kind of sucks. Yeah. So, and it's kind of sucks everywhere. So I'm like, so I did bring up like Opryland Hotel, a couple things like that. I was like, I mean, maybe we just get out of town for a couple days.
Nashville's
go down
not
there.
Bad.
Nashville's
not a bad drive.
We're taking my mom and dad to Gatlinburg next weekend. Kind of is there, that's their place. They love that place. I mean, we love it, but that's really, so we kind of did it up nice for them, taking them down there and got a nice Margaritaville room and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's why. So we're not trying to like go nuts this weekend, but yeah, I don't know. But then again, she just texted me like 2 minutes before we go on the air. She's like, well, I did find a place in Siesta Key. I'm like, okay, well, let's do that. I don't care. I just don't want to look at clouds all week.
Right. Just find the weather.
But that is a good point. We did talk about that. Maybe do a staycation thing.
Yeah.
Go. And I'm calling a staycation somewhere within a couple hours, like even,
Right. Just, yeah. Like I said, what's Nashville, 90 minutes?
Oh yeah. Nashville's nothing. Yeah. I mean, I don't even care what the time is. For me, I'm like, Nashville's nothing. I feel like I'm down the road in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, by the time you finish two good conversations or two topics, you're turning the corner. Yeah.
How do you get to Nashville? Get on 65 South and don't stop until you get to Nashville. That's very simple.
Listen, you pick 10 songs, I pick 10 songs. By the time they're done playing, we'll be
Yeah. You're in. So we'll see what happens there. Like I said, that's not a woe is me type thing. I understand that. You don't have to woe is me for can Steve find a place to get out of the nasty rainy weather this weekend. But I will be traveling on Thanksgiving week. And I will be traveling to Las Vegas for the Players Era tournament.
I'm listening.
And we did get a bracket yesterday.
I'm listening.
Okay. So the Players Era tournament put out their bracket yesterday, and it is on the week of Thanksgiving, which I'll be honest with you, like I'm okay. I can leave that week. Like, of course I'll take my family with me, but except Xavier, probably just tell Xavier to stay back here and do all the Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah, you got to hang back.
He'll have more fun hanging out with the kids and that than he would be here.
Right.
Elijah is talking to his mother. I said, you're going to have to talk to her about that, big dog. Yeah. He was like, man, I really want to go to that tournament, man. I'm like, you got to look. Me and his mom, Charity, obviously we get along so good. Nothing, no issues there at all. I've known her my whole life, one of my good friends, right? But I'm like, you're going to have to talk to her about, can you leave on Thanksgiving? I was like, I ain't calling her like, hey, man, can I have Elijah on Thanksgiving, take him to Vegas?
Not at all.
I'm like, you're old enough now, big dog. That's a you and her conversation.
That's your negotiations.
Yeah. I'm like, you got to have. But, yes, you are welcome to go if so. But we did get a bracket yesterday, and we did find out, most importantly, that Louisville is playing Texas Tech to start out with. Now, why this is a good travel tournament is, at the risk of sounding like a loser, you get 3 games.
No matter what.
So, yeah, so it's not I'm not, look, I see Texas Tech, and I'm like, hey, I'm not. Vegas.
Who's Texas Tech? Who coaches Texas?
What now?
Who coaches Texas Tech?
He was the guy. You know what? He's been great, and he picked right up from Chris Beard, and I think he was under Chris Beard, and I don't know his name. And every time I see him, I'm like this guy's really good. Like, they beat Duke with like 6 guys this year. I think it was even in Vegas. Like, he's been really good, and it's like I don't even think about him, man. I cannot think of his name for anything, but they are Texas Tech. I mean, and they are what Texas Tech has always been. So, it's however, let me say this. I think Louisville's pretty dang good this year.
You said who?
And Louisville. I think Louisville's going to be pretty dang good. And regardless of who they finish up with here, like, do they get a Momcilovic? Do they get somebody else or not?
You talking about Louisville?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Talking about Louisville. Yeah. I mean, whoever they get, do they get? Okay. Hang on. Luke texted me. It's Grant McCasland.
Okay. There's no way I was going to remember that.
I would never have but he's been good. Like that's the thing. Like, he's probably one of the more disrespected coaches, in the country, man. Like,
what's his name?
Because like Grant McCasland. Like I said, he's been good. I mean, he picked right up for Chris Beard, and Texas Tech's been a problem, man. Like, they've been really good. But I mean, yeah, right. They came back from down 17 in the second half of that Duke game, and like, they had at one point, they had so many guys fouled out. They were like, they got 5 the rest of the game, and there was like 8 minutes left. I remember watching the game, like, oh man.
So you just like stumbled across the game?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was a big game. I mean, it was a wintertime, neutral site game.
Okay.
And it was like, oh, okay, and it's Duke, and you wanted to see Duke, and I mean, they had that, and it was fantastic. And I mean, Texas Tech ends up beating them. I think it was Duke's first loss at the time. So like, they've been good. And
this weekend, I'm gonna go hit 50. I'm going to go hit 50. I'm lying, not 50.
Okay.
20 to 27, 93.9, the fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Just because I want to see what the discussions, like who was high on their team, who was high on their rosters, who also feels like us, like, okay, like, we have our talent to do a lot of damage.
I mean, we're always big on this show about, like, I'm very, very hesitant to put a tournament, to tie season success to a tournament round, because I think there's a lot of people like that are like, I mean, you only make a Sweet 16. Like, dude, if you make a second weekend, like, and again, I understand I'm going to lose that battle against most people in this city. I grew up here. I understand it, but I'm like, hey, you can make a Sweet 16. I mean, if you're a 2-3 seed and you make a Sweet 16, like, you had a good year. Like,
a Sweet 16
is
a great year.
But I know, and listen, I'm not really ready to even have a conversation about Louisville with Momcilovic, because I don't even know how real that is at this point. I mean, first off, he's got to come out of the draft before it's even a conversation. And then, is Louisville a spot, right? I think people are already, though, kind of at the point where they're like, okay, I need to be a top 3 seed, and I need to be in the second weekend. If you landed him and you added that on, I do think people would be like, I need to be in the Elite 8. Like, look, you make the Elite 8, anything can happen.
And
at that
right.
point.
You're saying Elite 8, but yeah, you should be able to bludgeon your way to the Elite 8.
Yeah,
I feel you. Anything should happen, but how you get there even matters at that point. If you,
even speaking of Luke and those guys, like, in 2013, going into that tournament, I felt that way with those guys in 2013. I felt like, hey, you should be an Elite 8 team,
right?
And we should get there fairly easily, which we did. Even though every game I was convinced we were going to lose.
Yeah.
I thought there was no chance
Steve,
we were going to beat Colorado State.
Tournaments do that to you, man. Tournaments, they scar you.
I was up in Indy, like, Oregon's the hottest team in the country. Like, I mean, how do we get this? And then we just, and actually Oregon, even over Duke, probably gave us, Oregon wouldn't go away in that game. I mean, that was probably the overall. Even though Duke, I do think, and not to rip Coach K off, but I do think we kind of boomed them in that game. It was like, okay, this is just a supernatural things are happening right now. Like and it wasn't really supernatural. I mean, we were just better. We were just so much better than them. You could see it down the stretch there. But you felt that way with that team. But that team had earned that going into the season.
Yeah, because of
going into the postseason.
Yep.
Yeah, they had earned that.
Just
from
the expectations.
The year before.
My team shows up.
Yeah, they had earned us believing this team's going to be in the Elite Eight, and then we'll see what happens. Like, there's no doubt about it, you know. The only time I felt, and it's so unfair because when you look back at Wichita State, you're like, man, that's a good team, man. There was pro. There was 3-4 pros.
And again, imagine me at that time listening to people say, Wichita. I'm like, have you watched them?
Yeah.
And if you can't,
that was,
go ahead.
Unfortunately, that was me in Atlanta. I was like, this is the one you just can't lose.
I'm like, do you see their size and their speed and their coordination and their fluidity? Like,
not to just get us off on 2013, but do you know how much it pisses me off when people look at that year and they're like, even if I'm having like a rivalry conversation, they're like, oh, well, yeah, but I mean, there wasn't a crazy amount of talent that year. I'm like, in the Final Four that year, Louisville had to go through Clay Anthony Early, Fred VanVleet, like, you know, all the Ronald Baker, on guys that played in the NBA. And then they had to play that Michigan team that all 5 starters played in the league. And the dude coming off the bench. I think Karis LeVert ended up being one of the higher picks of all of them. I'm like, do you realize what we had to go through to win a national title in that Final Four? And I'm like, and you just look back on it like, well, you know, I mean, Trey Burke, well, you know, he didn't totally pan. It's like,
now what did Trey Burke do to get ran out the league?
I mean, Louisville probably had the least amount of pros when you look back on it.
Yes, it was more hearty wind. Hearty.
I mean, and they were just good. Like,
and they were
just good. They were a good college basketball team, man.
And
I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying that.
And they were relentless.
Yeah.
They're competitive, man. Gosh. Listen. Okay.
Sorry. I got totally down that stretch, but I'm just saying, like, when I look at that Players Era tournament, I think we'll be looking at that going, because game 2 would be against Coach P. It would be Louisville St. John's. And
okay.
Obviously.
Let's play this game then.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to have the dominant roster. Okay. Would you agree with that?
In the game specific?
Yes.
Okay. Or I think when you look at this tournament, I'm going to feel like I can go head to head with anybody.
I'm talking about in college basketball.
Okay. Yeah.
You're going to feel like you're either dominant roster or there'll be few as good as, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now I'm going to ask this question. Oh, okay. You tell me, do you have to have the dominant roster for your brain to visualize this win? Does it take a dominant roster, same roster, or they have to have a much poorer roster to beat this, to win this game? Okay.
By the way, just got a text from my wife. Nashville to LAX tonight at 7:30, and she put the price. So I'm liable to be in China by the time. Now she's got me going to Los Angeles tonight. So I don't know where I'll be this weekend.
She wants to change the weather.
Yeah. I'll be somewhere. If she's looking at LAX, we're going.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I was gonna say you got
That's where I'm like, okay, she's sending us away from here. So
is she gonna pack?
I don't. Maybe not. Maybe not. Look, if I'm going to the beach, just get you a couple of bikinis and let's
ride.
Rolling. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you dominant roster?
Can you visualize this? Dominant roster.
Sure.
Elite 8. Trying to get to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Can you visualize this? Pat Kelsey and the Louisville Cardinals. Pat Kelsey out coaches Jai Lucas.
Yeah. Even though I'm pretty high on Lucas, I think Lucas is really good. But yeah, absolutely.
Elite Eight to get to the Final Four. Can you see Coach Kelsey and his Louisville Cardinals out coaching Matt Painter?
I'm trying to be realistic on this because part of me, everybody, I want to be like, yeah, absolutely. But I am looking back at
Steve. You can't do that until you see it for yourself.
But some of them scalps. That's what I was going to say. Does the lack of scalps on my wall or trophies on my wall allow me to go there yet? But I also don't think I've had a more dominant roster than I'm going to have this year.
Yay or nay?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you why. The Michigan State game. I think that Michigan State game was coached well on our end.
Was prepped well, coached well?
I thought it was. I thought it was prepped well. I thought it was coached well. It took a guy in Cohen Carr having his career high.
And he was turned up, wasn't he?
And to me, and this might be the coaching side of it now that I'm kind of been in that more. To me, you walked away as a coaching staff with your head held up a little bit, going, okay, we had that one. Like we hit that scout. So
we were on the right side, like Brandon Lang would say, you were on the right side of the bet.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to go yes with Matt Painter. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Could you see for a Final Four, Coach Kelsey and his Louisville Cardinals out coaching John Shire and the Duke Blue Devils?
Here's my thing on this one.
And you can lean on the roster and say, hey, my roster is just so much better. I can see us equal. I can see us, as a draw in the coaching, but my roster took over.
But my roster's better. But it does concern me that there was 2 years. You know what I can't get out of my head? I can't get John Shire out of my head at halftime saying they're not doing anything special. We're just not. They're just beating us effort-wise. I didn't love that disrespect. Like not disrespect. Like I don't think John Shire
meant it that way. No, he's coaching his kids, and he's trying to.
He meant it that way. I think he did mean it that way, though. Like I don't think he has like disrespect for Kelsey.
Right.
But I think he did in that moment. I think he meant it. Like, dude, they ain't doing nothing that we can't guard. And some of that could have been his roster, though. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say, is this going to be the first year that I play Duke that I don't think they're superior?
Roster-wise.
They're not still really good. I mean, they're still really good. But is this the first year that they're not superior? Because, I mean, the last 2 years we played them, they've been superior in roster. Even when Michael played. Like, okay, yeah, we have Michael. And sure, if Michael's healthy and everything's rolling, maybe you could argue he's the best player on the floor. Him and Cam Boozer back and forth. But then they had the next three. We had Ryan, right, probably in there. But we have one of the next five. They have four
so far.
So I'm going to take Kelsey and say, in all those games but one, I feel like Paul Walker and Fast and Furious after that first race when he's like, I almost had you. I almost had you, dude. Like, but this is the first time I have a roster that I think is going to be comparable or better. Mm-hmm. So yeah, absolutely.
We're going to get a lot of that too, like a lot of run it back mojo with having a roster.
Mm-hmm.
With this kind of roster. Like, yeah, just
and it's not crapping on our rosters before. Like, I don't think we were the little engine that could the last 2 years.
Right.
But I like the physicality and athleticism in this roster. That's what I mean. Like, I want to clean that up. Like, it's not like I'm saying, oh, those rosters sucked. But I don't think we could match physicality. I don't think we could match athleticism with some of these teams. I think we can now.
Did you feel like we left food on the table with the other rosters? Or do you feel like we got
I think we did last year.
Wait, I think we did this past season?
Yeah. The first year, I mean, you were 18-2. You were number 2 in the ACC. You made the ACC title game. You were ranked around the top 15 for majority of the year in the back end. I mean, yeah, that's one of those where I'm like, yes, we lost in the first round. I can't look at that year, though, and say that was a bad year. Last year, and that was with injuries and stuff. So that's the other thing. I think we maximized that first year.
The first year, yeah.
Yeah. And look, and if we don't get what I still think is misseeded, like, I don't think we should have been a 4 or a 2, but I mean, I think we should have been a 6 or a 5 probably, as opposed to an 8. If we don't get misseeded, we probably don't lose in the first round. So, and again, you can say, well, that's sour grapes,
man. Gosh darn it.
I mean, you're missing rain down the stretch, all that. So I think last year, I think we definitely left a lot of food on the table. Like, last year, we didn't take a lot of trophies home. I mean, you got a big one and that Kentucky one, and you got some that guys like you and I and others, like, I think going to Dallas and beating that Baylor team was I think they got two first rounders.
The Kentucky was better than people give it credit for, too, because their shell hadn't been cracked yet.
No.
And
they were healthy.
And they were healthy.
I mean, they didn't have Queens, but I mean, they didn't have him all year. So, but you had Jalen Lowe, you had all those guys, like, and you still beat them in that. So, I mean, again, I think there were some wins last year that were better than people give them credit for. Mm-hmm. I mean, the one at Miami that's a big time win down at Miami.
And
beat SMU 2 out of 3.
Miami wanted, like, people don't remember, like, they wanted the smoke from the football game.
Yes.
So they showed up to get their get back.
Yes. So I'm hesitant, but I still, but I can say this. I think food got left on the table because of injury circumstances last year too.
With KP?
Yeah. With him, that's that. With him not playing, but no, I mean, if Michael plays all year long, I think Sananda Frew is what he is, but I think he's a hell of a lot better with Michael.
You know what? I'm gonna tag the staff with Sananda Frew. I'm gonna tag that one on temporarily.
I'm okay with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's why you went and made some changes.
Yeah, just
yeah. And it didn't feel like panic changes, but it was due time.
And like motivation wise, like when he started coming off that bench, like the attitude that he played with forces me to say, y'all didn't press the right buttons.
Well, I think Coach Kelsey told you that,
right?
In that documentary.
Yep.
I think Coach Kelsey said, like, dude, I've been blanking footing with you all year.
Yep.
And that's obviously like Coach Kelsey kind of said, like, I screwed up this year. Like, I should have obviously been tougher on you because what I did all year didn't work.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna have to.
If you think that's okay,
I would say he would have to be tougher overall because, like I said, I purposely put this list together to see if I could, even if I had a better roster, can I visualize him just head to head taking these guys down? And like I said, I'm asterisking Sananda Frew, and I'm asterisking the shooter McNeely.
The shooter McNeely. Yeah, I think McNeely put Coach Kelsey in a tough spot only because I love McNeely. I mean, nothing wrong with him, but he was. I think there were times we could have went without him, but I also understand how you can't take him out.
Yep.
Because of what the eyeballs he draws to him on the court.
And you designed, like I said, designed your thing you designed your game plan around this.
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
we should probably go to break. Keep Elijah on schedule.
It's okay. Quick commercial break. Keep it rolling on 93.9 The Ville.
When it's Louisville basketball, we're talking about it.
If he does take a collection of guys that have been the dude on their team, and then all of a sudden they play as a team and they're not looking disjointed, that would be an early sign to me that, hey, Pat Kelsey's really got a good thing going here.
I mean, it's tough. Year one was great. I mean, I'm not going to put last year was nuked by the Brown family.
Last year was not fun.
Right here on your home to talk about the Cards, 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
It's hard to describe the delicious flavor of Lee's new famous sauce paired with the 12-piece strip meal. We figured we'd give it a shot.
Imagine crispy, golden, fried to perfection chicken dunked in bold, peppery, beautifully balanced famous sauce. Every bite feels intentional, deeply satisfying, and impossible to forget.
In other words, it's just the best there is. The 12-piece strip meal with new famous sauce. Only at Lee's. Famous for a reason.
Hi, this is Paul Rogers. Over the years, I've seen how injuries can slow anyone down. That's why when someone needs expert orthopedic care in Louisville, I point them to Ellis & Bodenhausen. For over 50 years, Ellis & Bodenhausen Orthopedics has kept Louisville moving at home, at work, and on the field. With 10 board-certified orthopedic surgeons and 4 convenient locations, they treat everything from fractures and sprains to joint replacements and chronic pain with expert care and real results. Same and next-day appointments are available at all locations. Walk-in clinics are offered every Monday morning from 8 to 9:30 at East Point, Dixie, and St. Matthews. Call 502-587-1236 or visit enbortho.com to schedule. That's at Ellis & Bodenhausen Orthopedics. The care you deserve, the results you expect.
Your home for the best Louisville sports talk is ESPN Louisville, ESPN 680, 105.7 and 93.9 The Ville. Presented by Bear Nose Pizza. Yeah, it's that good. Cox's and Evergreen Liquors, Louisville's neighborhood liquor store.
Hey, Mom, what are we doing this summer?
That's a really good question.
Because Lily went to Holiday World and Splash and Safari last year, and she said that there are free drinks everywhere, and you don't even have to pay for parking. And there's this roller coaster called Good Gravy, and her little brother rode it like 6 times, and she said it was the best day of her life.
Okay, you've clearly been thinking about this for a while.
Since last year.
They're ready. Are you? Start planning your summer at holidayworld.com.
Wet basement or basement leak? Call Case Foundation Repair and Waterproofing, who uses state-of-the-art technology for basement and crawl-space waterproofing and offers a lifetime transferable warranty. Put local pros on the case. Call today and ask for their reduced to no interest payment plans. Case Foundation Repair and Waterproofing.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Residential shingle roofing and commercial flat roofing are two very different sciences. Shingle roofing is water shedding, while commercial flat roofing is essentially waterproofing. That's why you need a flat roofing specialist on your commercial roof. Roofing Solutions has decades of experience on thousands of commercial roofs, restaurants, schools, industrial facilities, shopping centers, all types of roofs, all kinds of conditions. And as a Duralast Platinum contractor, you know that one of America's foremost roofing manufacturers trusts Roofing Solutions with their most important projects. Roofing Solutions is your choice for your commercial flat roof. Call Jim McGraw at 502-741-0858. That's 502-741-0858, or find them at roofsolutionsky.com. Roof Solutions is the solution to your flat roof problems.
Kick off
30
summer
seconds.
with Louisville's Major League
Okay, cool.
team when Racing Louisville hosts the North Carolina Courage at 4 p.m. Saturday, May 23rd. We're celebrating warmer weather with a Hawaiian shirt giveaway to the first 3,000 fans, courtesy of
What
Stockyards
music are you
Bank and
rejoining
Trust.
with?
Lynn Family Stadium gates open for the giveaway at 2:30 p.m., along with happy hour pricing on beer, Pepsi products, and Fireball. That's Racing Louisville versus the North Carolina Courage. Kickoffs at 4 p.m. Saturday, May 23rd. Visit RacingLouFC.com for tickets today.
The DFH company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi mini split like the one we use at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Also, because I will not be here the second hour, I just want to give one extra shout out to one of the most trusted members of the team. That would be one Kentuckiana Pump Sales. For every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not happening, Steve.
It's not happening. Not today.
I was wondering, Elijah, you're not familiar with the Kentuckiana Pumps moment?
Unfortunately, I'm not.
You know what
I could see in his face. He had no idea what was coming.
You know what I was expecting, right, Steve?
Yeah.
I was expecting James to come flying around that corner, so I tried to slow it down a little bit. I expected James to be like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
He's doing it right now.
James like, here he comes.
Yeah, James. I'm listening, Steve.
So we have a little bit of a problem. In the back, so there's chocolates back there, and they are fantastic.
What kind of chocolates?
Like dark milk chocolate?
Are they Charlie's chocolates or something is what they're called? I don't know. They were tagged to Mark, so I'm assuming they're to Mark Blankenbaker, right?
Okay.
So I have one. They're smaller, so I'm like, I haven't had breakfast today or anything. I was like, let me try one of these. And I haven't. It's like a bourbon ball, right? Fantastic.
The bourbon ball was good.
It was so good, right? So I see this thing, and it's like and I'm like, okay, one's enough. But I see this thing, and it's like, hey, it's a list of like what they are, but they're not marked, right?
Okay.
And one of them, I'm a big amaretto fan. Like, I love amaretto. Okay, like the flavor and stuff. So it was like chocolate covered cherry with amaretto filling. I'm like, okay, I got to try that. So I opened the top and I see it's like somebody marked with a pen, like labeling it, right?
Right.
And it says AM on the last two rolls.
I didn't know what that meant.
Okay, see, I was like, well, maybe that's amaretto, right? That would make sense. I don't know what they filled that chocolate thing with.
They filled it up with a lot of it.
But it is, whatever it is, you got to be 21 to buy. Because it burnt my tongue. It was so liquor.
It felt like essentially half of a shot.
It did. I was like, oh my God. Like, this is a straight up boozy ball or something. Holy cow. I mean, Marcus,
AM,
it was.
What could that be?
Straight alcohol. I don't know.
It's for.
But I mean, it was so much.
Alcoholic.
Yeah. Alcoholic mother. Yeah, that's what it's for. But I mean, I'm not knocking them because I mean, hey, that's probably for somebody. I wasn't expecting
if you're
that.
actually, look at. So are you still?
And the bourbon ball
Baker?
Was great. Yeah.
Or was he
I don't
sharing?
know. They were on the conference table. If you put it on the conference table, that's your fault.
I guess that's the share spot. Yeah. Like, he has a desk he usually sits at or something, right?
Yeah. Like I wouldn't go into his office and take his stuff. Oh, you've not been here in a long time. So Blanket Baker and Diener moved. They now have a co-office that they share in the back now.
Okay.
Diener's old office is now. So Diener moved out here to the sales cubicles, but now him and Blanket Baker are out here, but now they do all their business from back in that office again.
Okay.
Because like Blanket Baker moved into it and then Diener was like, well, now I want it back. So now they both just work out of that one. So yeah. So I guess I got to explain. I forget, like, you don't know where everybody is at. Phil Baker, the old trusty Phil, he's the same spot.
Is he at the same? Is he the only person that has to move? Is Nate in the same spot?
Yep, Nate's in the same spot. Phil's in the same spot. Bosch isn't here anymore, so that desk is. But
is Ken still dominating everything?
Yep. Ken's still running the show. He's just still in his office.
Is he gracing you with his checks?
Yes. And I call him BMK, Boss Man Ken. And he is, and Andy's still where he's at. Yeah, no, everybody else is pretty much still. You mean Buzzball, Steve? Yeah, maybe.
So wait, so maybe the bourbon ball is called a Buzzball, or
you said AM boozy ball, whatever that was.
So the AM will get you a buzz.
Yeah, whatever AM is, eat with caution. Yeah.
You won't be on the road anytime soon. You still got an hour.
Oh yeah, no. It's not. Look, it's not even about that. It's more about. Look, I didn't swallow it anyways. If you'll allow me.
So you said as soon as it hit, you were just like, no.
Oh yeah, as soon as I hit, I was like, nope, not me. That's not for me. So yeah, it was. That was rough. But anyway, so yeah, we're here, and the other, like I said, the other part was fantastic though. So that was very good.
Shout out to my guy at Kroger who snapped me out of my trance and got me home on time. Look, you do the last second run before the show or whatever to Kroger.
Mm-hmm.
The guy says, yeah, something to the effect of, yeah, you need to get to work, right? Like you on the clock. He was like, I'll be listening. Yeah. He was in there with his son, just grocery shopping. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
don't you got a show to do?
Yes. Okay. Other two quick questions for you. You listening?
Okay, I'm listening.
How have you seen the SGA operation game?
No.
Steve, imagine how funny this is.
Okay.
I think it was Dylan Brooks who was.
Of course, it was.
Who was putting it, showing it. SGA is the board game, right?
Okay.
It has little basketballs at the joints. It's like Operation. Funny. So imagine Dylan Brooks playing Operation, the old school game Operation, right?
Yeah.
And he's trying to pick the basketball out.
And it buzzes.
Yeah.
It's like foul.
He goes, and he goes, oh, I touched him. Then he goes and tries to get it like from the knee spot. And I touched him again. And it's Steve, when I saw you saw that clip. You saw that clip I reposted, right? The one where he just like, I mean, like, it has to stop, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like at first you're like, I don't know, man, y'all might just be hating. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I'm turning into Steve. I'm turning into boycott guy.
Yeah.
I haven't hated a team this much since the Warriors 2017.
Okay, because see, I think a lot of people feel that way with the Thunder, and which is great.
But see, the Warriors even made you respect them, though. The Warriors made you respect them with their play.
Sure, they were
even
more.
If you hated them, like Steph Curry, if he was another guy, would he get away with with doing the Mark Jackson shimmy? It could be hateable and likable. Like the personality of the player, whatever. But their game and their shooting prowess was undeniable.
Yeah.
But
whereas this one, it feels like you're rigging. It almost feels like you're manipulating the game.
The sport.
It was acceptable when Shea originally was just getting the calls because he had interesting ways of drawing them.
Okay.
But outside of that, Shea is a very particularly great scorer on almost all levels of the floor. So it's just he almost spread that ability to the rest of the team, and that's where I'm starting to have the issue.
It's forcing me to find the conspiracy theory to it.
Sure.
And then when I watch Wemby and I watch how they're dangling on Wemby, like even with the Wemby, like I admit to anybody, Shaq, like if I'm a ref, like what do you do with that?
Yeah.
But the Wemby, like he's playing with skill.
Right.
Shaq, it was difficult to balance out the strength. Like, okay, you could not tell how strong Shaq really was or was not. You know what I'm saying? Because his body size, and strength, and it's like, dude, like the way the rim shakes with Shaq, you just can't quantify his strength. So I don't know if a foul is as vicious as it looks or doesn't look because he could like Steve, if you chop down, like if the assignment was you break his forearm, right?
Yeah.
You think you would be able to chop down hard enough to break somebody's forearm, right?
Yes.
I saw grown men trying to chop down and break his forearm, and he was powering through it.
Right.
You know
just
what
kept
I'm saying?
rolling.
Yeah, so it's like I could understand a ref. I don't know, Shaq. I don't know how to call you. I don't know how to call. Or you said Shaq can look at me and say, "Well, you just let me score my 85 points."
Yep.
And shut up.
That's just how they've had to play Wemby in these playoffs, unfortunately, because that's what the Timberwolves did. All they did was just throw bodies at him until he had to just either find a different way to score or pass someone else.
That's what I'm saying. When we say manipulate the game, though, it's like, okay, listen, I don't want Wemby to be this dominant, so I'm going to let people just hold one of his arms every time he tries to score or move or do anything. That's a little frustrating too. And I was like, and then you got Shea is shooting and falling with nobody. That's got to be a technical foul. To shoot that jump shot and just fall, it's got to be a baiting tech, man.
Yeah, you would think, but you know where we're headed. There'll be a new set of rules that will come out in the next year or two, and it'll be 2 years too late. And it'll be like, well, now you don't even do that anymore.
Right. And they had to enforce that early in the year because by the time you get to the playoffs, it's like, what difference does it make? You've already given the MVP.
Yeah, I know.
You might as well just finish it on out.
I know, right? Yeah, as opposed to, I mean, at this point, I mean, look, he's a two-time MVP, and he's won an NBA championship. Like, I mean, he could quit tomorrow, and he's like Hall of Fame worthy.
Right? I'm like, what strings is he pulling behind the scenes to get this treatment?
Right.
What group is he a part of?
Yeah,
to make him this untouchable.
The Skulls. Or whatever.
Something. He looks like he has political protection. Okay. Last thing, Steve.
Okay.
What kind of yearbook signer were you? Elijah, what kind of yearbook signer were you?
I just wrote my name.
name, and then if I could remember a quoter.
Really? Okay, so you're a quoter. I mean, I was more of a personal, but like it was only if I knew them. Like if it was a friend, like if it was just
an acquaintance, you would just do the name.
Yeah, just like here, Steve. Steve Rummage.
No, it's Steve Rummage. We the best.
Yeah. Yeah. We the best, man.
Mark's
like, I don't know. Yeah, like what am I? Like what am I supposed to?
And then,
what am I supposed
and
to
it's
do?
like, don't make me lie. Don't make me say, hey, good to meet you. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's like, here, you want my name in there? Here, I'll sign it.
I'm ready
like,
to get my summer started.
By the way, like Xavier got his yearbook, and it was like paperback, right?
I
was like, really?
Did I just pay for this?
I was like,
did I just pay for a paperback yearbook?
I was like, is this paperback? I was like, which is fine. I mean, like, hey, it's a nice yearbook, and really, it wasn't all that expensive. I mean, so I guess whatever. But I was kind of like, really,
dude, Charlotte
yearbooks now.
Charlotte and Michael Maben. Wait for kindergarten. That's a kindergarten yearbook.
First grade. I mean, but it was for the whole school. I mean, but I was just like, I don't know.
It's like we got Facebook now. We don't need that.
Yeah, I know. But it did make me wonder. Like, are yearbooks not that cool anymore? Like, do you not need? I mean, do you need a yearbook?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
For
a hard
when
copy.
I was in high school, paperback yearbooks were like still like
Really?
hard copies. Like I have a hard copy in my yearbook.
Okay.
Like it's still okay to still get hard copies of your yearbook.
Okay. Because
do you remember how much your yearbook cost?
Ooh, they're still expensive. They're still
roughly
expensive. They're
like
still almost not worth between 65 to 75.
Gosh, man, for a high school one though.
Yeah.
I mean, high school ones were bigger.
Man, Pops Maben and Charlotte, they did not give a damn, Steve. It was.
Yeah.
Don't even bring that paper in here talking about pictures, talking about yearbooks. I'm like, y'all the brokest. You the brokest, Dad. You the brokest pilot. You're the brokest officer on this whole base.
What did Craig say? What did Craig say when he shut the door on his mom? She was like, well, I wouldn't feel comfortable giving you that money. We still ain't got a job. And he's like, well, if I didn't have a job or if I had a job, I wouldn't need the money. She's like, exactly. And he's like, oh, broke. Yeah. You know, it's just like,
what?
Ain't never got no money.
Y'all ain't never got no money. Yeah. That's how they treated me though. Anytime
you asking for a yearbook,
Letterman jacket, anything. No, get out of my face.
I will say this though. I hate to be this guy, but I'm like, I couldn't tell you where a Letterman jacket is. I probably it's not even in my possession anymore.
Letterman's jackets are also expensive.
Yeah, I know, and I couldn't tell you. Probably the same place my class ring. I have no idea where either one of them are.
A chick got me for my college Letterman jacket.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, a college one now that kind of sucks.
Yeah, she got me good.
Because that was your U of L one, right?
Yeah,
so
she got me real good.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But it's like, man, like I don't even know, and it's like at the time you're like, I gotta have it. Like I need this. I must have this. I must have a class ring. I must have all this. Like I maybe wore my class ring 3 times. And like I said, it's God knows where that's at.
Liv likes to look at it when she comes here.
What your
my class ring, and you
okay,
can hear it like clockwork. Ding ding.
Yeah. Like, thank you, baby.
Yes, it's a desk ornament at best.
Yeah. She spins it.
Right. Okay, go ahead and play us out. What do you got on deck, Steve?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. It feels like everybody here has cashed it in today. Yeah. So I don't really know. Diener took off to Chicago last night. Creighton slept through half the show. I am glad we got Elijah, but Nick took off today.
It's the weather.
Yeah, I'm just
and Maben's bringing it home.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, I forgot the one closest to me. He's like, oh, you got second hour? Yeah, sure. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's do something. No, he told me before, but still, yeah. We'll
93.9 The Bill. Everybody saw this coming. 93.9 The Bill. Appreciate it, Elijah. Salute, salute, salute. All right, good people. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How'd you know? Don't make me curse. Look, you can think of the names I'm thinking of in my head right now. All right, good people. Maybe we'll do something.